Markets have been rattled this week over tensions between the U.S. and China over trade, with new tariffs looming. Talks are set for Thursday. President Trump, meanwhile, is blaming China for breaking a deal they had apparently almost reached. Hyesung with more.
U.S. President Donald Trump has accused China of breaking the deal in the ongoing U.S.-China trade talks during a campaign rally in Florida Wednesday.
The vice premier tomorrow is flying in. Good man. But they broke the deal. They can't do that. So I just announced that we'll increase tariffs on China. And we won't back down until China stops cheating our workers and stealing our jobs.
Trump threatened to impose additional tariffs on Chinese goods last weekend, accusing China of backtracking on provisions of a draft trade deal. On Wednesday, local time, the U.S. Trade Representative's office filed paperwork to raise tariffs on $200 billion of Chinese imports to 25% from the previous 10%, effective this coming Friday. In response, China's Commerce Department said Thursday that Beijing opposes unilaterally imposed tariffs and that it'll take countermeasures if needed. The ministry's spokesman Gao Feng said China has the capacity to defend its interests, but it hopes the U.S. can resolve problems through dialogue. At the same time, a statement from the department said it will on Friday launch a final review of its anti-dumping measures on some steel tubes imported from the United States and the EU, which could result in an extension of existing tariffs on steel. Already, the two sides have exchanged tariffs on over $360 billion worth of goods in two-way trade since last year. Officials have been locked in negotiations for about 5 months after Trump agreed to put off the January 1st scheduled increase on tariffs on $200 billion of Chinese goods while talks between the two sides resume. Washington has called on Beijing to make changes to its trade and regulatory practices, including protection over U.S. intellectual property and increased market access to China. As trade tensions escalate, a Chinese delegation led by Vice Premier Liu He will sit down for trade talks with the U.S. delegation on Thursday and Friday local time in Washington. 김혜성, Arirang News.